Hey everyone, you have fun to play next. Bring everything that is awesome in gaming. Awesome! The awesomeness. We're feeling it. This is Colourblind. It's spelled with a U, so we don't know. Is it Great British? Is it Great British? We don't know. You don't know. Let's find out together. So we have this great community of like indie devs and artists and so on Twitter, and it like brings us this first look at a lot of what's going on in gaming and what people are trying to bring to the table. So they try to develop something and get involved in the gaming community as they launch. The graphics in this were really incredible, and we're hoping that it does what there was so much promise. Hello world, should be done.
Hello, I built you.
How cool. There was so much promise in black and white to do.
Industries. Please make your way out of the room. Wait, where's the button? How do I drop this thingy? There we go. You see that? That's a corium cube. It's what powers this planet. Place it in that cogwheel over there, and the door should activate. I think. If it doesn't work, just stare into blank space.
Cool. So they did a great job with the graphics.
Oh, it worked.
Bendy and Things Machine
Right, and you should be able to
meets
exit that factory sector.
What was the Simon Says YouTube game recently about the office worker? It is not coming to me. You're probably screaming it at the screen. Bendy and the Ink Machine meets the endless life and office choices of... What the heck is the name of that game? I hate it when I do this to myself. It'll come to me. So you get this decent intro where there's a involved tutorial. There's a couple of different ways that devs can do that to you. I don't like the laid out tutorial. I think it's kind of trite. Not meaningless, just overdone. I think that you can run past things and get a whole lot more of the depth of a game than if you do, try to... It's that really interesting graphical style.
Hey, it's me again. Great job on
Hi.
Just phenomenal work. But what's I going to say again? Oh, right.
Tired of dying? Then don't die. Got it. Most of these will start you like right over if they have that sort of sense of humor.
Just phenomenal work. But what was I going to say again? Oh, right. Keep heading forward until you reach the exit where I should be able to meet you. But it is quite a far distance you'll have to travel.
Mysterious voice, what are you doing here? Alright, try not to die. Got it. Got it. So, kind of a nice take on Cube as well, as far as interaction goes. Like, what are the puzzles? What are the game mechanics? Like, what are we doing there? That's always a question on whether or not the player is going to enjoy itself. Stanley Parable, that's the name of that friggin' game. Stanley Parable. Bendy and the Ink Machine meets Stanley Parable. I am hoping it gets a little noir. A lot of the Hue games really just were insanely wholesome. And that's cute and it's sweet, and I love having things that you can play with kids or play with your family, but
Oh, forgot to ask. Are you okay? Are you hurt or anything? Just wondering.
Real life is a little more noir, So it's hard to suspend disbelief for an excited playthrough. I don't know what else to call it. Can't get through here, huh? The game mechanic is going to be very basic for that sort of thing. Oh, did I manage to break the game? I'm really good at that. It's part of my thing. Colourblind. So I jammed myself under a gear. Like I said, I automatically look for this sort of thing. There we go. It's a jam point, not an actual glitch, so... I would, for instance, report that to a dev. I do tend to send them the links to my videos so they can see what, players, especially Easter egg hunters, will do to them. My dad helped launch with us the Softworks. I floated them Southern style. It's a concept they would have been familiar with that they actually asked me to do. They specifically put me in the game. The beta testers for their work, but me for the fact that I was willing to talk to my friends about their game, because they needed people who had computers, and it wasn't as common as that could be. I don't know how to explain it exactly. So having, influential people was very important to them.
Listen, this isn't really a glitch in your system. It's not that you can't see colors, it's that, there's no color anymore.
I'm seeing colors, son. I'm seeing it. There's still colors on my end, so not entirely sure what happened on your end, but the colors are here. Like, you're with me, dear viewer. We have them. What is that? What is that? Bring this back here. Friend? I didn't need that square to be there. So our first puzzle, and like I said, the mechanic is going to be extraordinarily simple because the interface is so simple and so is the story. And that's the thing with this sort of, So having jammed on the previous one, do I continue? I'll head back. So, interesting game. If you like that simple sort of gameplay, it is great. They were definitely experimenting with something here as far as hue goes, and they still haven't managed to develop like the gap versions. Isaac Newton was as far as the West got with that, but we have a lot of other things like Planck's constant that can be brought into play. People don't realize. Okay, so let's skip over, and it looks like it's going to get a little repetitive. I'm stuck in the gears, etc. Got to get out from under them. So let's take a look at a little bit at the scene page and see what progresses there. I felt like I could have brought a little bit more to the table. I love that they are working with hue. The setting was great. The art style was great. But they dead-ended again at this feel-good that they feel like they have to have when you're doing black and white and color, and I don't get it. Like, if you get it, definitely drop me a comment. Link in the description below. If you don't want to play it, also down there is Gamer Grind. Gamer Coffee shipped to your door. They'll put your logo on merch for nothing bucks. Coffee is down there. KOFI, it's a social network. Buy this chick a coffee, $1, make me smile. What else is down there? Oh gosh, there is... Oh no, I'm being invaded. There is Patreon. We are finally on there. So you can support us on Patreon. If you love this sort of thing, if you like watching gaming develop and seeing where, it's getting stuck and why it's getting stuck there, like we have some sort of mental block that we can't get past, and studying other forms of vision and color and that sort of thing, like what Ptolemy did, what they did with op art would have been so useful here. Like the optical illusion, or what they did with when they were charting sound as it moves. They use the rectangular blocks to make sound appear further away or closer. So either one of these game mechanics, hopefully they do incorporate it later in the game. It does look like this is a finished product. So we love that they're working with color and black and white. We love that that is being developed. I do feel it came up very slightly short. So if they had a sequel or something like that, that they could include a little bit more in science. It's right there. So link in the description below. Like I said, Gamer Grind, Patreon. You can hit us up on any of our social media links. Definitely do. But definitely hit the subscribe button. So if this is something that you're interested in, it'll give you a little thumbnail if you hit that bell. And you just pick whether or not to watch it. We take like 10-15 minutes. We do game design, game mechanics, and that sort of thing. And you can just see where you are in gaming if you want to talk a little bit more about it, if you want to purchase a game and so on. So we love you guys. We love that you're always along for the ride, and we'll see you in the next video.